Welcome back. Our thanks to the mayor, Daryl Steinberg, for joining us. And the hits keep rolling. It's a Friday, special Friday fun and games a little bit later. Directed by Jason Ross. Jason Ross, the voice of the Sacramento State Hornets.
Stinger's up.
Stinger's way, way, way up. They were way up last year.
They've been up for years.
Yeah, they were, and I saw, well, let me bring in our guest. It's the new coach of Sac State, Andy Thompson. Andy, I'm Dave. You know Jason. Thanks so much for coming in today.
Hey, appreciate it.
Let me lift the
appreciate you there.
You guys having me on. Excited. Yeah. It's that time of year where we're getting ready to go to camp next Tuesday. So as coaches, this is the best time of year. You get to teach and be around the players all day.
And I want to start off controversial.
Oh, you're going there already? I don't know where you're
Just
going.
saying, earlier this week, I saw there was a billboard, and I was like,
oh, yeah.
Sacramento's Fresno State Bulldog country. And I said, and I said a word I can't use on the air. Yeah. And I said, no, this is Sac State Hornet country. I mean, you can even put UC Davis in there. That's fine, but we're not here to talk about them. But,
not the Bulldogs, though.
Fresno State Bulldog country.
Why are they in here?
This is Hornet Nest country.
Hornet Nation.
Hornet Nation. Something. Thank you. You know what? Fresno State.
Swarm Nation.
Thank you.
Swarm Nation.
Yeah.
Green Swarm's coming.
Right. We don't need bootleg FSU trying to horn in on what we're doing here.
Well
done. We love it here, and it's a great place. And people have been coming out. We had 23,000 fans at our last regular season game for the Causeway Classic. And it was a great event, and there was a ton of people from the area that were supporting the Hornets, and we want to keep that going.
Yeah.
We're excited about our program and excited about all the local players that stayed here, and we're going to have a lot of them playing for us. So a lot of things to be excited about in Green Swarm Nation.
There you go. Green Swarm Nation. We're building it.
Yeah.
So what's the adjustment for you? You've been a coach a long time. But the head coach, people talk about, Dave and I have talked to many people like that have been assistant coaches. They slide over in the NBA. They go, that move is a big move. What's been the first, you haven't had a game yet, but what's been the first, like, wow, I'm the head coach of this program moment for you?
Yeah, everything's good right now.
Perfect record.
Played a game.
Yeah, lost.
No, there's been a lot adjustment. It's exciting though. You get a chance to impact more people. When you're on one side of the ball, you're dialed in on those guys and what they're doing, and now you're in charge of more things. There's a lot more people that are coming to you, asking you for things to do, and it's been fun. It's been, but I'm surrounded by really good people. And it'd be different if there wasn't, 6 coaches that stayed with us. Our operations guy, our recruiting coordinator are with us. So I got a lot of good people that help out. And then we got 78 players in the program that have played at least 3 years.
Wow.
At least 3 years in the program. Wow. So we're not going to be a young football team. And they know what we've done and how we've done it. And so I feel really grateful that I took over a program that was going upward.
Yeah.
So many people get this opportunity and they're staring at a program that's down and out. But Coach Taylor did such a wonderful job of instilling so many great qualities, the culture that he brought, and getting a chance to be a part of that and now lead that. We just want to keep it rolling. And that's been the big thing. We want to keep it rolling. But we did bring you a gift here.
Me?
Yes.
Yeah, you brought us swag.
No, not just swag. We got to show you a little ring for Mr. Ross.
Oh my! It's got a light. Wow!
It's got a light. Look at this.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness!
Holy, is that real?
That's yours.
Look at
I could drive home in this.
Oh my God, that is insane. For those of you watching on YouTube right now.
Oh my goodness, look at that.
I'm recording, dude. I can't because I can't look. Is it that one?
You want to get that good angle?
Look at that. And you got to flex, dude. Like don't be putting that in a drawer or in a glass case. We need to see that here. That is a ridiculously awesome ring.
Yeah.
Well, I'm done now.
I haven't seen you this excited since they switched out the vending machine last year.
Well, they did that. Those chips were.
Take it out. I know this is.
Like you have to be.
We really appreciate everything you do for our program.
Dave, seriously, how heavy is that?
Yeah. Oh my God. That is insane.
Yeah.
Look at that. 3-peat on the side.
Yeah, 12-1.
Oh.
First undefeated regular season in the history of the school, 11-0. So
there's a radio right there on this. You got Jason. I don't want to put it on you because then I think your wife might get mad, but look at that.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that. Dude,
Wow, that's heavy. I need to work out.
that is insane. Well, what the hell do we do for the rest of the interview?
I don't know. I'm just going to
Everything's
stare at this.
downhill.
Sorry, Coach. Thank you very much. Oh my gosh.
I'll try to get us back on track, but that is fan-flippin-tastic. I mean, and you know what? Honestly, the color scheme and all that, that's a sick looking ring too. It's not like brown and yellow or something that doesn't go. You got the sparklies,
Wow.
right? You got the green sack in there.
Yeah. Garrett Wolf, our operations guy, he did that. And
wow.
man,
He designed it?
really well.
Garrett did?
Yeah,
Wow.
he did.
You got a light on the box, dude.
Yeah,
How often? I mean, like at the first game, are you wearing this? Like, what do you?
No.
But if you're going to
I've
get in
been
a fight with
fortunate-
someone,
been fortunate to have some rings, and at one, there'll be time where I'm going to look back and go, man, that's awesome. Now, I love that the players got that because they worked their tails off.
Yeah.
And there's a lot that goes into college football,
Oh my gosh.
and to give them something special like that so that they can remember the season is awesome.
Yeah.
And they were ecstatic. They were fired up.
Well, this is the stuff you chase. Now you got to chase more.
Oh, yeah.
That's incredible. This is stunning.
let me see if I can bring you down here now. Because so you're
Me?
not well, it's
Why?
like what Robert Saleh said earlier. You don't want to
Pecking
be
at the.
pecking
No,
at the pros and all
I'm
that.
here. You can't.
Am I'm getting this feeling now, and of course we don't want to get personal here, but I think, am I correct, Jason, in my instinct that the new Sac State head coach is younger than both of us?
Oh, you're 100% right.
It's a little.
That's going to depress you,
It's-
but yeah, it's true.
It's great
fact.
for him. It's just a
Bad for us.
little.
I turned 43
Yeah,
this year.
it's a little.
Young man.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, probably right behind you.
Right. Like almost exactly.
43 and a half.
Well, you and I are
Exactly.
almost the same age, and the Jason's close.
What?
When you come in,
Dave,
and
you see this?
Yeah,
See this
why
ring?
I oughta. So you mentioned Coach Taylor.
Yes.
How do you walk the balance beam of 3 straight titles?
Mm-hmm.
Taylor did an amazing job, set a culture, set a legacy, set expectations, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And I'm Andy Thompson, and I need to make my mark, and I have ideas, and I have things that I want to institute. How do you walk that tightrope?
Great question.
Thank you. Thank you.
You don't get a ring for
I
that.
don't, but attaboy.
I got to be me.
Yeah.
I also got to take the things that he did well and continue to do them, and not try to just reinvent the wheel because I'm in a new position.
Sure.
There's been a lot of success here for a lot of different reasons, and I learned a lot from Coach Taylor. Practice, how we do things, how you treat people. I think his innovation and his ability to play in attacking mode,
Mhm.
we want to keep all those things. We want to be grateful. He did a great job of having our players humble and hungry. And there's something to that every day, coming in and being thankful for where you are and not always talking about all the things you need or what's going wrong, but really staying in the moment and being thankful for what you have and going out and attacking it together and not just making it about offense, defense, or one side of the ball or special teams. I do think we've been a team that's connected. We got to keep that. And I got to do a good job of not just, I've been coaching on defense.
Yeah.
I got to get over. I got to be around the offensive guys. I got to meet with them. I got to be with special teams. I got to reach out to people in the community with booster events. And we had a great event last night kicking off. We've got things going, but you got to be really good with your time. I wake up a little earlier now, but I stay a little bit later.
Yeah.
But it's something that I enjoy because I enjoy people. And my grandfather was a coach. My dad was a coach. I don't know August any different.
Sure.
I grew up going to practice. So this time of year, my body says, hey, it's time to go coach or be around football. And so, again, how do you do it? I got to be myself, and then we got to keep it rolling.
Well, and I just want to follow up real quick because something that Coach said earlier about you have a few players returning 3 years already. Is part of that decision between bridging the gap between Coach Taylor and who you are? Do you think about some of these guys have been here for 3 years? That culture is completely instilled, and maybe next year there's a little more. The following year is eventually that program is all you, and players don't know anyone else. But when you have that many 3-year guys under a certain system, does that make you think, I'm going to stick with this maybe a little bit more this year than I might next year?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think, and we got guys that've been in the program 6 years, 7 years.
Yeah.
I mean, Marshall Martin, our tight end, he's been 6 years. Armand Bailey, Troy Stiefel, 7 years. We got 4 out of 5 offensive linemen coming back. We've got multiple quarterbacks that have been on our system that are doing well. So yes, that's you hit it right on the head. And every year is different in college football. Let's be honest. There's this transfer portal. There's options. So you really can't have too long-term goals.
Of course,
you got to do a good job, and you got to coach and get guys ready to play. But you got to have a relationship with them. If not, and they don't like it, they're going to leave. And I do think we've done a good job of retaining a lot of players. That was my number one goal when I took over. I got right with the players. We lost one guy, and we've kind of lost one guy the last 4 or 5 years. If you look at even Kevin Thompson's, a couple guys, but the program's had enough depth to keep the next guy getting his opportunity. And that's really what we talk about, next man up and getting a chance to go. And it's your time because they work extremely hard.
We're not done with brand new Sac State head coach, Andy Thompson. You stick around for another segment with us? Oh, that's fantastic.
Dave, take a look at the ring.
I honestly need my sunglasses. Yeah. Because the glare is
bling, bling.
Yeah, that is
beaming right now.
Bling.
That's so awesome.
We're talking about the hill to climb each and every year. You start out at 0-0. It's a giant hill to climb. And what better way to climb that hill than with a brand new Hoblet Dodge. That's right.
Well done.
Thank you very much. Don't get a ring for it. That's fine. It's the make this the summer event from our friends at Hoblet. Save up to $13,000 off MSRP or save up to $5,000 off MSRP plus financing as low as 2.9% for 72 months on those new 2023 Ram 1500 Limited Laramie and Big Horns. Also $5,000 off MSRP on the new 2023 Ram 2500 Crew Cabs. Lease a new Jeep Wrangler 4xe starting at $379 a month. That's your plug-in hybrid. You can take advantage of federal and state savings. Talk about rebates with a new plug-in hybrid. It's always true pricing with Hoblet. What you see is what you get. That's why they're the #1 Ram truck dealer in all of California, number 3 in the entire United States. I mean, that is absolutely fan-flippin-tastic. So go to HobletDodge.com. Go to HobletDodge.com and check out their true pricing. Search, select, and save. And you tell them your good buddy Carmichael Dave sent you. As we can continue with head coach Andy Thompson and Jason. I jumped the gun there and followed up because I knew.
Yeah, no worries.
You were looking at the ring.
Well, yeah, I am. I'm not taking my eyes off this. I know Coach Taylor clearly. I remember when you first came in. You guys came in at the same time. He gave you the defense. Like, that's yours. Well, you're a head coach, but with still all those ties to defense. Like, how will you handle that this year? Will you still be coaching the defense, defensive coordinator, or?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I'm going to do that. And a lot of it is because of how I saw Coach Taylor organize his day and be involved. And Coach Frescas is the offensive coordinator, quarterback coach who, has been with us since 2019, and he's going to call the plays. And we got great support over there. Chris Richardson has been in the program and coaches 5 of those guys up front. So we feel like, we got great coaches. Part of my job was to identify, some other coaches coming in. We got some new coaches, Tyson Prince and Donnell Pumphrey, all-time leading rusher in the history of college football, as our running back coach. So we got some guys that came in that are giving us some great ideas, and the offensive guys, they don't need me over there, talking to them about offensive football every day. I'll be involved in some things. Definitely the fourth down, if we're going forward, those are going to be the head coaching calls, but
go for it every time.
Exactly. There you go. But no, going to get a chance to be a part of it, but those guys will do a great job, and they're great coaches. Without trade secrets, could you give a sample to Dave and I of what a defensive play would sound like for the Hornets? If you're saying it to Bailey or to this, captain of the defense, what are you saying from the sideline? I'm trying to think of the best one. I mean,
no, don't do the best one. People are listening.
We've got a lot of weapons. So we got Okie Nuke. That means our nickel's blitzing. Okay. We got Okie Numchuck, where we got our nickel and our Mike coming. We've got, Bench Cannon. That means our corner blitz is coming. Okay. So we've got a bunch of different weapons. But it could be a lot of those terms. Now on defense, we don't try to have as many, long. Because we got to get the calling and they got to get going. So we have a lot of one-word calls. Okay. And one thing. And those attack. It's attacking. We want to, we definitely want to attack. My personality.
They sound awesome, though. It's not like he's saying we have fluffy napkin. Yeah. we have silky calves. Yeah. No, these are all like passive. They just roar. Yeah. Actually, maybe both of you can help me out. This is something I've never asked, but always wondered. I don't even know teams do this anymore, but was it Oregon with Chip Kelly when they do? Someone holds up like a picture of a transformer.
Oh yeah, the Hornets have that.
Yeah. What's usually going on there?
There's a lot of things that people are doing to try to go fast. And so those pictures will signify possibly what formation the offense will line up in.
Okay.
On defense, we'll have other teams that try to steal your signals like baseball.
Yeah.
So we'll actually put those up to block somebody from the booth from looking down and seeing your signal. Strategy.
Yeah.
Okay. So it could be whatever. It could be a picture of Jason Ross in a burrito, but maybe that's misdirection.
That's not a bad idea.
Not at all.
We get our faces on all these pictures.
That would
decoys.
Your ring up. What the hell?
Yeah. But it can mean a lot of things. But most of it is and there's so many coaches that just want to get the helmet mic for college because the NFL doesn't deal with any of that.
No.
And that's why their plays are so long, is they can just speak into a microphone and do it. If our plays are too long, you imagine trying to signal some of those NFL plays that you hear about. Like you guys probably watched that quarterback series. And the plays are really long. You can't do that in college the same way because you can't signal in because you'd still be trying to signal it. Now, we do have a lot of signals, I can tell you. Man.
Yeah, sure.
I've changed signals. And then if one of the coaches you worked with is at another school.
Yeah.
Are they going to know the signals? What are we going to do? How are you going to do that? So there's a lot that goes to it.
What's the difference as a coach? How do you know, or I guess you don't know, but if somebody's stealing your signals, they've picked up on your signals, or if they're just really good? Like, how do you
good scouting?
How do you figure that out? Just guess trends.
I would say, man, that was an unbelievable call into what we just did. Do we have more than one signaler, or they can just stare at one guy and then they can pick something up? Now, you don't want to worry about that stuff too much because then you get the kids not thinking about how they need to play and what they need to do. Ultimately, the players play and they make a lot of plays. If you have good players, it's a lot easier on everything. But there is some gamesmanship is what coaches call it.
Sure.
And there is kind of sometimes a paranoia they know exactly what you're doing. So you would look at it and you try to make some adjustments. But it's happened a few times in my career I can think of, especially if you're real animated on the sideline. So if you're a little calmer, try not to be as, but it's part of the game. It's just like baseball.
Yeah.
Okay.
Last couple of years, you guys pulled off something that I know, Dave, you and I talked about quite a bit was the fact that you guys played two quarterbacks. It was unique.
Yeah.
And then you kept doing it and it was working. I mean, it really was. They're both gone. You've got other weapons. How's that? Everybody's always going to ask you, Coach, about the quarterback. That's a unique spot you're getting into with a brand new signal caller this year.
We are. And we've got some talented guys. And it's exciting to see the work they put in the off season. The great thing about Sacramento is you can throw the ball all year round.
Yep.
And those guys, they are out there on their own, throwing the ball and catching it. And there is a culture of throwing the ball. You talk about, coming from Coach Taylor, that's always been something he's been known for. So our guys, we got a lot of talent. We got some guys vying for a spot. The good thing is every year, your job as a coach is to find the strength of your players and then put it out there for them. You can't be just married to one system and say, we're only going to do this. And I do think we've got guys that can run, that can throw. Don't want to give away everything, but we definitely have guys that can do both. If that's the best thing for the team, our job is to put two guys in there, then we can do that. If it's one guy and that guy's rolling, then that guy can stay in. So I was telling somebody else this, I think this is my 19th year coming up. I've never been on a team that didn't play two quarterbacks.
Wow. Oh, really?
Wow.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you think about it.
Yeah.
I mean,
at some point, injury or just by design.
You're ahead, you're behind. I mean, we played four quarterbacks last year. Everybody talks about the two. We actually played four.
Yeah.
NFL, look at all that. So you're going to have guys ready to roll.
Yeah.
Sac State new head coach Andy Thompson joining us, and I'm going to ramp up this question because you got to understand. I'm born and raised in Carmichael. I'm a Sacramento native. I have a ton of local pride and loyalty, and so I mean this with all respect when I talk about Sac State. We've had people from the university over here before to ask the question simply. The program is just fantastic, and what you all have done with the football program, with what you have to work with, is beyond reproach. I've always wondered, could Sac State ever be Boise State, Cincinnati back, even Fresno State, who we mentioned earlier, where you are a national power on a national scale. And what does it take? And, we get endowment and a lot of things that aren't, interesting for radio, but there's a lot of things behind the scenes that have to happen. We had the mayor on before talking about the latest developments with the potential MLS team. One of the things that was mentioned was the current owner of the soccer team, Kevin Nagel, who's actually an honorary doctor over at Sac State. You guys have a new president coming in, that there's a chance that the new stadium downtown could partner up with Sac State and become a place they play football at. How important is that and facilities when it comes to growing a program?
Again, great question.
Thank you.
He's big time right here.
Yeah, he is.
I like it. Could be huge.
Yeah.
And then there's so many possibilities with the state of California having 47 million players, first off, to recruit players. And if you look at our roster, we're about 92% California kids. And so chance to have kids play here in the state that they're from, more importantly, the Sacramento area, which has got, 1.5 million people.
And a great history.
Great history of sports, great history of high school football. There's great opportunity for growth all the time. And that's what we're trying to do. Now, you're talking to the head football coach here. I don't get to sit in all those meetings.
Sure.
But selling this area, what we can do, how we can do things, the excitement we can bring, because there are people here. If you put a good product, we saw it last year, they will come out and watch, and they will be excited about it. And we got to continue to be that program that is exciting, that does things the right way, graduates their guys, is good to their players. And I do think the people showed last year that they will come.
Absolutely.
Last thing for you too, Coach. You and the boys, how much fun did you have with the Kings this year? I know you guys are Kings fans.
Hey, we were at some games. That was awesome. We got Light the Beam and the Purple Beam. We're trying to get, this is just an idea from my wife, light the beam, but light it green on the Hornets Saturday night. Hey, 6 o'clock. Think about it. We can shoot one right up out of the big scoreboard.
Yeah.
And if we win, the green beam is up there.
Yes,
absolutely. The green beam.
Yes,
that works.
It's Beamtown.
You know,
I love that.
Let's just keep it going.
Yeah, they don't have that exclusivity on the beam.
Well, there's purple, this would be green.
We thought about light the green, but then other people
might.
Education system.
Sell some t-shirts.
So you got to go beam green.
That's great.
But there's opportunities, like you said.
Yes,
I love the Kings.
Coach, I hope I know when the season starts, you're going to get a lot more busy, but you always have a spot with us. Good luck. And as Jason's the voice of the team on the radio. I'm a native here, and I know we have a lot of people listening right now. A lot of people behind you, a lot of pride.
Yes.
We're also very proud of everything, and what an honor for you. And I think it's awesome to be able to take that mantle from Coach Taylor and go kick some ass.
Let's go.
Yes.
Right. Hey, appreciate you guys. You guys got a great show. I get to watch coming early in the morning. You guys are on. You guys do a great job.
I've got that $20 for you after the show. Thank you.
Love to be on.
And Jason, congratulations.
Thank you. That is so much. Thank you, Sac State. Thank you, guys. This is incredible.
We will take a break. We will come back. Let's go streaking. Celebrity Birthdays brought to you by Crumble Cookies. All right after this.
Jimmy G and the Raiders take on the